All right, so everyone is here for the same thing. You're here to be arraigned on some traffic misdemeanor. So we're going to go right down the list here, get through everybody, get you out of here. So please just sit tight unless we're talking to you about your case. The only other thing I want to explain to you ahead of time is you can plead guilty right now in front of me, but I can't make plea deals with you. So if you plead guilty in front of me, you plead guilty as charged. What I mean by that is if what you were looking to do is talk to someone about your case, maybe sort of get a better deal or some sort of offer, you can plead not guilty today. That does mean, ma'am, are you in a bathrobe with no clothes underneath, scratching your boob? That's not appropriate for court.
No.
Okay, we're going to put you back in the waiting room. Go.
No, I'm not. The denial is my favorite part.
Try again, you know, put on some other sort of outfit, and then we'll bring you back over and still try to get you done today, okay? But you are in court. Yeah. All right? All right. Mr. Beery, you able to hear me?
All right. I did a stream on this earlier, which was absolutely brilliant, but I cut it off too soon. So I've got the rest of the subset. The deal is, if you haven't seen it, go see it. But we have a subset roll in here in front of Chisholm. He has none of it. It's glorious, start to finish. It is fantastic. Then he boots him out. And then we have a minute of dead air, and I thought it was over. But no. He tries to come back. And then this is what happens. Also, I need to thank Janelle Hofus, Irish Demon, Court Cam, Casey Smokey, and Lokificent's Lair. Let's do it.
Oh, Mr. Gagnon, I don't know. Let's just hope this is
Not him.
Let's just see who it is.
Oh, you know who it is. Judge knows who it is.
Yeah, I think you there was a disconnection or something.
No, I disconnected you. If you want to continue, come to the courthouse, sir.
Your Honor.
Come to the courthouse if you want to continue the conversation.
I would like to move for dismissal.
I would like. It's not going to be. No,
I would like to move.
You're gone.
She's a beauty. We're talking. Oh my God.
Court does call the case. The people versus.
I got a bunch of fun short clips. I don't know why. I didn't plan this. It's just what showed up today. It's fun, though.
Contempt frame. I messed it up. She's going to cuss me out.
On behalf of Frame. Ms. Frame, please state your name for the record.
Maybe better that she can't unmute. You're still muted, Ms. Frame.
Can you all hear me? Good morning.
Now we can hear you. Can you state your name, please?
For the record,
Wow.
Simpson, it is Janice Tunn Frame. But
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Janice,
that is exactly how I pronounced it. Thank you.
Janice Dion Frame. But I'm gonna give pardon because I'm in a good mood. It's my birthday next week, and you got the same color I have on, so I'm gonna give half a pardon.
Wow. I've been pardoned. Wow.
Pardon half.
I should have done some stuff then. If I knew that was going to. Anyway.
All right. And then Ms. Farina, are you ready on your matter? Marino.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Afternoon.
Yes, I actually
Yeah.
on 4 different matters today.
Okay, can we start with Diego Marino?
We can, Your Honor. Thank you. Don Farina on behalf of Mr. Marino. We are
And
asking
he
the court
is-
to reset this matter.
Okay. So we
I would
got-
advise the court that Mr. Marino has completed a substance use evaluation. We're waiting for the certificates for the Alcohol Information School and DUI Victim Impact Panel. Mr. Marino is appearing through counsel pursuant to 3.
Holy wow. That's messed up.
You agree you violated the terms and conditions of your probation by having technical violations of your probation?
Yes, sir.
I'll find there's a basis
Okay, I poached this from Irish Demon, but it's so good. It's short, but it's so good.
for the admission. I'm going to find. What did you just do? Hey, come here.
Sir, come back in here. Come back in here.
You come up, sit and have a seat. You come up here. Now have him sit right. Have a seat, Mr. Cantrell. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. What is your name?
Mark Elton.
What are you doing in this courtroom?
I was here seeing somebody going to court.
You just, when you left the room, you shot a bird and then said the F word when you walked out.
Not
Yes, you did.
so not a you.
I don't care who it was at.
Sir.
Now, that is a direct criminal contempt of court. Punishable up to 6 months in the county jail. Do you have any thing to say
I apologize
before I
to
go
the court.
forward with this?
I apologize to the court, sir.
Do you understand how serious this is?
Yeah, it's emotional right now
I
too.
can complete this hearing right now, have you put in jail, and you won't see the light for 6 months. Now, this very seldom happens in my courtroom. This is serious. I don't care who you were shooting the bird at.
I know he's on a roll, but this is serious. I don't care who you shooting a bird at. I'm sorry, that gets me.
If it was me, I'd just assume it'd be at me and somebody else. My feelings are hard to hurt. That's not the first time the bird's been shot at me.
I apologize for disrupting your court, sir. That's all I can say.
What I
Emotional
suggest
right
you do is get out of this courtroom, get out of this courthouse. Go. Mr. Cantrell, come on up and let's finish this.
Mr. Pilon, are you with us? Yeah. Let's try Mr. Crone. If you're ready to jump in, we can call Kim Shadbolt.
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon. I am here and ready on Shadbolt. It's going to be a plea.
Okay. And I see that Kim Shadbolt is logged in. We turn on your camera and microphone.
Oh, she's upside down.
There we go. You're upside down. I'm not sure how that worked.
Let's see.
Never seen that before. I'm not going to lie.
That's different, but all right. So, Ms. Shadbolt, I have your guilty plea statement here to the charge of driving under the influence. Have you had enough time to review that with Mr. Crone?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, by pleading guilty to I'm sorry, Mr. Crone, go ahead.
Do you want to give her a chance to try and fix the upside down, or are we just going to move past it?
Other than physically grabbing the camera and rotating it, I don't know how that would work.
All right.
Let me see if it'll work. I'll try to.
And while she's fixing that, I'll add to the record, Your Honor, I did have a chance to go over this plea paperwork in anticipation of the state's motion to move the DUI to a no test version of DUI. And I believe we are ready to enter this plea today. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I guess the attempts to right the camera are just not going to work, but that's all right.
I'm sorry about that. Apologize.
All right, so Ms. Shadbolt, by pleading guilty to driving under the influence, you're waiving your legal rights in this case. So that means you give up the right to take this case to trial, to have the prosecutor prove the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt to a jury, the right to call witnesses to come to court and testify in your defense, the right to hear and question the witnesses who would testify against you. You're giving up the presumption of innocence on this charge and the right to appeal your conviction to a higher court. Do you have any questions about those legal rights?
No, Your Honor. I've went over those with my attorney. Thank you.
Okay. The maximum sentence for the DUI is 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. And no matter what sentence anyone recommends I impose, I could impose up to the maximum. You also need to be aware there are mandatory minimum penalties for a DUI, and in your case, it looks like that would be a day in jail and a fine and costs of $991. Those can be waived if you're indigent. And there is a mandatory driver's license suspension that will be issued by the Department of Licensing. Now, did anybody make any threats or promises to get you to plead guilty to DUI?
No, Your Honor.
And written here on your plea statement, it says, on or about October 26th of 2024 in Thurston County, I drove my vehicle while affected by alcohol, as evidenced by the odor of intoxicants. Is that your statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And I will accept your guilty plea. All right, and Ms. Will, did you want to address the state's recommendation first?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is asking the court to take the agreed upon recommendations. We are also moving to amend the charge to a DUI no test under RCW 46-61-502 subsection 1C. This negotiation reflects that Ms. Shadbolt has no prior DUIs, both in our jurisdiction or any jurisdiction in the United States. She has a very clean record. Actually, I believe it is spotless besides this. And furthermore, she took great initiative to get her treatment evaluation in a prompt manner back in December.
Okay. All right, Mr. Crum.
Thank you, Your Honor. No objection to the state's motion to amend, and we'll also ask that the court follow the agreed recommendation of the parties today. As counsel has indicated, Ms. Shadbolt does not have any criminal history or any speeding tickets or anything of that nature on her record. This is, I truly believe, a one and only type situation for Ms. Shadbolt. She has completed her evaluation and she will be enrolling in the recommendation. I believe it was a 3-month program that was recommended, and she is going to get that done. She's working on enrolling in that right now. And she also is going to, she has a victim panel scheduled for the middle of March as well. So that will be getting done in near time as well. Given her proactivity and lack of history, and based on my conversations with Ms. Shadbolt, I do not believe she'll be back in front of this court again. And we'll ask that you follow the recommendation today. Thank you. And ask for the 1 day to serve, ask for 30 days to report.
Okay. And then on that issue, she would have an option to do 15 days of EHM as well.
Correct. And we had discussed that, and she prefers to do the 1 day to get it over with.
Okay. Understood. All right. Ms. Shadbolt, did you want to tell me anything before I sentence you?
Can I say the words that she said, or?
Sure. I need for you to tell me what went on.
That I'm not on that whole shit. I'm not with that whole shit.
No, I do not, Your Honor. I appreciate it, though. Thank you.
All right. Well, you have a clean record. There's nothing on it but this, so that's good news. And it sounds like you've already addressed the underlying issues and you're in the process in the middle of that. So that shows that you're probably a really good candidate for probation. So Ms. Shadbolt, I've got no problem following the recommendation I've been given. Makes good sense to me. Seems like it's fair. So your sentence for driving under the influence will be 364 days. 363 days will be suspended.
Yes, this was all an elaborate setup for me to use my hoe clip. That's the truth.
The only financial obligations that I'll impose here are probation fee, and that'll be $120. The 1 day remaining to serve can be done in custody, total confinement. Just let me make sure I have the 30 days right here. So that should be by March 19th. And then I'm placing you on probation for 2 years, and the conditions of your probation are don't violate the law, don't drive without your driver's license and insurance, don't drive without having an interlock as long as Department of Licensing says you have to have one.
No ho shit.
Don't go to bars or taverns or consume any alcohol, marijuana, or non-prescribed drugs. Don't refuse a breath test. And then turn in proof to the court of your substance use evaluation, the treatment that you do as a result of that, and the victim panel that you attend next month. Turn those things into the court by starting by April 1st. Okay, Ms. Shadwell, do you have any questions about your sentence?
No, I've got it, and I appreciate your time very much, and I thank you so much, Your Honor.
I had
thank
one
you.
quick question, Your Honor.
Yes.
For probation, does she need to check in with anybody, or is it going to be court monitoring?
No, that'll be just court monitoring probation.
Perfect. Thank you. No, nothing further from defense at this time.
All right. Take care, Mr. Crum.
Thanks, you too, Judge.
Thank you.
I have not been able to get Mr. Fabian to join the breakout room, but it's a motion to continue.
Your Honor, I would like for this case to be over today. I'd like to be found innocent.
I can't do that. This is not a fact-finding hearing. There's no jury here.
Oh, I'm innocent of loitering. The charge is loitering, correct?
I understand.
Oh, good Lord. This is a hot mess, but I have to shout out a Court Cam TV for this. It was put in my Discord. It's too good.
That you believe that. There is no jury here. There are no witnesses here. I cannot just decide that you're innocent. I can't do that.
Oh. Well, the hearing is today, and this is the third continuance, and I was incarcerated twice. I'm served. Entrapment ploys from informants have ended up in complete ruin, and your tactics have been in an illegal fashion, everything from theft to slander. I believe that threats would qualify as slander. So, Your Honor, all this for loitering, and I haven't loitered at all.
Mr. Fabian?
What else do you want? You want to entrap me? You want to keep pushing things and I stay in Georgia? You want me to keep coming out here?
Mr. Fabian, I've told you repeatedly, you do not need to come back to the state of Washington. Every single person on this Zoom call has managed to get on. It is perfectly possible for you to log on from another state. You have to do it at the right time and account for the time change.
This is the date that was allotted to me by your court, Your Honor. By your court. This is the date that was allotted by your court, Your Honor.
I totally, no, I agree. But my point is you did not need to come to the state of Washington. You could have logged on.
Your Honor, when your phone numbers don't work, and you keep pushing back a loitering case, Your Honor, if I may, go ahead,
No,
if I may.
Fabian, we worked this out last time that you were trying to log on at the Atlanta time.
Your Honor, go ahead. I would like to speak because this has been pushed back enough. Your Honor, if your numbers don't work, then I find this to be
He went to Washington from Georgia over this? He's a big dummy. What can I say?
Childish and petty. It is only loitering, and I wasn't loitering at all. I find this to be an entrapment ploy. Your Honor, I'm innocent of any crime. I haven't committed any crime here in the state of Washington. And Your Honor, I can fly anywhere I want to in the United States of America. As a matter of fact, the world. Your Honor, I fly here because I don't like playing games. Your Honor, this is an open and shut case. Everyone knows that I haven't committed a crime. Everyone knows that I'm not a loiterer. Your Honor, what more do you want?
I'd like to hear from the party. My recollection is this is pending an out of custody 1077 evaluation. Is that right?
I can't hear you, Your Honor. A what?
It's pending an out of custody 1077 evaluation.
Out of custody? What is that? I mean, Your Honor, Your Honor, I believe
Mr. Fabian,
competency. You cannot file for competency. I'm not a minor, Your Honor.
I'm talking to your attorney right now.
I don't have an attorney, Your Honor.
You do have an attorney.
I'm representing myself, Your Honor, because I wasn't loitering.
Your Honor, that's correct as far as the 1077 evaluation.
Okay. Do you have any updates on when that's going to take place and whether that can take place if he doesn't live in Washington?
Seeing that Mr. Fabian has been getting back to Washington, if assuming when the date comes up, and he's present, we can have it done, but I don't have a date for him yet.
Okay. Mr. Mercer, any objection to setting this over to April 1st at 1:15?
No. I object, Your Honor. I don't consent to. I don't consent to a competency hearing, Your Honor. This is all about competency, is it not?
So I'm granting the request for continuance for that evaluation to take place.
Is this about competency, Your Honor, or loitering?
There are two separate issues. One is the actual charge. One is whether you're able to stand trial.
Competency, Your Honor. So you want me evaluated? You want to implement? You would like to implement entrapment clause, Your Honor, because I'm innocent of loitering, and we can resolve this today.
You'd like to implement entrapment measures? No, she wants to see if you're competent, because you're making everyone think you're not by everything you say.
On a third or on a fourth continuance, I was arrested twice. That's time served, Your Honor. I should go free.
It doesn't quite work that way, which says to me that the evaluation is appropriate.
In a court of law, Your Honor, informants stealing your informants here in SeaTac, Washington. SeaTac.
Oh, do explain to a judge how things go in a court of law. That should be great.
Washington is not Seattle. Your informants here in SeaTac, Washington, stealing my belongings and mailing my belongings back. I have the receipt, Your Honor. And also,
Mr. Fabian, there's
sending my belongings back to where I purchased them, which would be where I was stationed, Fort Lewis, Your Honor.
There's nothing.
Remind you, Your Honor, I'm a United States Army veteran, Your Honor. In addition to an individual who has been slandered. Your Honor, I find this highly improbable, and I move to have this case thrown out immediately.
I have no legal basis to do that. That's denied.
You are the leading, you preside over this case, Your Honor.
I agree. This is highly improbable. Most people would realize that they can't handle this and have an attorney do it for them, but that's not helping your cause.
There is no reason to hold competency, Your Honor. I am not represented by your clerk or by your public defender's office. Your Honor, I'm self-represented. Your Honor, I find this unconstitutional, Your Honor.
Can you mute Mr. Fabian, please?
Mute.
Okay, Mr. Fabian, you are represented by an attorney.
I am not represented.
No, Mr. Fabian, you will not argue with me. I am not removing him from your case because I have concerns about your ability to proceed and to make
Your Honor,
your next hearing will be on April 1st at 1:15 in the afternoon over Zoom, which you are welcome to log on to from another state, just like everybody in this hearing.
I'll fly.
Please go to the clerk's
This smells fishy.
office, pick up a copy of
If he flies Delta, he's going to end up like the last one.
the order.
I'll fly back here, Your Honor.
That's a choice that you're making, and don't blame the court for that.
Hey, man. Hey, anybody that would like to try to entrap me, Your Honor, if you would like to send other informant to the airport to try to, and other people and invites for other people to become informants at the airport, if you like informants to implement entrapment clause, Your Honor, then okay. Okay, Your Honor. It doesn't matter to me, Your Honor.
Fabian. Your hearing's over, sir.
All right. So, Your Honor, can I have your clerk write down?
Thank you.
There shall not be any cutting of trees. Don't cut any trees. I'll pass the order to the effect. No cutting of trees, no felling of trees in Patna number 12.
All right. It was just a quickie. That's all I got there. That's all I've got. But now I've got to kill a minute. I've got to kill a minute so I can send you all over to Big in here. Has he started yet? Does anybody know? Does anyone know what's going on here? Does anybody really know what time it is? Do I need to play a song? Do I need to dance? Do I need to do a little juggle for you? I think we've made it. Time killed. Thank y'all for coming out. That was a lot of fun. I don't know why. It's strange. They come in waves. I just got a bunch of short clips today and weird stuff. But it was fun. I will see y'all soon.